Yiggity, and we back, man. These guys did another interview, bro. They want to tell their side of the story, and they went down and sat down with Officer Tatum, man, and they're bogus, bro. Really. So I'm not gonna get into it anymore, man. We're just gonna go ahead and just do the interview, But it's crazy. It's crazy. Watch, man. Hold on, man. Let me just get to it, man. It's wild, bro.
I would assume you're living a regular life. Just met these young men more recently. And are you confident that these young men had nothing to do with it? We have Ed Pausick, Warren, Jax, and then we have Morgan here. And so I talked to Warren last time I was here. We had a really deep conversation, and I'm glad that we were able to get other perspectives now that we have Ed here. Ed is a defamation attorney. And I want to start with you, Ed. Why did you choose to work with the boys? What is your plans? What do you expect to get out of working with them? What's your expectations when it comes to defamation?
Well, I think an injustice in one place is an injustice everywhere. I hate lying. I care about the truth, but most of all, it's the actual people who are involved here. So first of all, I just want to say Tyler Cox really welcomed me here, my co-counsel. He's an incredible human being and he's an incredible attorney. And then after that, I had an opportunity to meet these incredible young men. And I just got to say, these guys are unbelievable. Warren, Jackson, Morgan, they're just beautiful people. They're really decent human beings. They're just great people. And that's why I'm here, because I want to help great people. And this is a very sad situation, but it's also a very human situation, and it's a tragedy.
So you guys have, obviously before this happened, I would assume you're living a regular life, young guys being in college, having a typical experience. Then you lose your friend, Nolan. And after that, what has life been like for you guys?
I think ever since it happened, my life just hit like a hole. It just stopped. And I mean, we just gotta live day by day from now on.
Oh, boo-hoo-hoo. Oh my God. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get through this, y'all.
I can say definitely a whole flip upside down for our lives. It's like even going out, we're always paranoid somebody's gonna see us.
Ain't nobody said nothing to y'all.
Spotted, try to beat us up potentially, or even worse.
Oh.
We're really just trying to stay low key and not go out as much or anything like that. Yeah.
It's been hard because my friends and I are people. I mean, we like to be out and hang out outside of our friend group, and not being able to go certain places or, walk around in public because our head's always on a swivel. It's really affected all of us. I mean, especially my family's standpoint. My safety comes first. My friends and family safety come first too, and it's been really hard because I'm worried about my family as well with me, and it's hard, but we're just going day by day and just trying to get through every day.
Can you give me some examples of what has happened? Have you guys had things happen online, threats online? Have you guys have any examples of people accosting you or anything like that?
Oh yeah, we have had countless death threats online.
Ain't nobody threatening.
Been spotted. I'll let you elaborate more on that. Being spotted.
The threat.
I mean, people have obviously just pointed us out. I mean, as a group and even on a one-on-one setting, I think it's really just awkward because I don't want to talk about this, and I know my friends don't want to talk about this any more than we need to. We're still mourning one of our best friends' death, and it's hard to speak.
Y'all don't want to talk no more about it, but going ahead and grouping up and doing a second interview about it? You can't make this up, these dudes here, man. What are you talking about, bro?
Think about it when, sometimes we just need some alone time, or sometimes we just need to, lay back and not be around all this. And I mean, I've been called out in public and I haven't been in public that much. I know my friends have had encounters in public. The threats have been insane from, you know, my stepmom, my dad, my mom, just everyone included, like even my brothers and my sisters. And it's just hard. I mean, it's unbelievable where like this has been taken to and the level of where this is at.
When you say you've been called out in public, can you give me an example of like, what do you mean? People are threatening you with weapons?
Please.
People are, you know, not allowing you, deny you service? Because I heard that Trayston, he went to a corner store and they told him his money is not good there. They wouldn't even let him buy Gatorade.
Yeah.
Are you experiencing things like that or something totally different?
Right. I wouldn't say like that. I think I haven't been denied, you know, anything, but like Trayston, it's hard to hear from a good friend of mine that he's getting denied a Gatorade and a Red Bull before work and having to, like, he calls me, he's like, dude, you won't believe what just happened. He got called out at Walmart. Someone called him out at Walmart and was like asking him all these questions and trying to press him about it. And it's crazy to me. Like, you know, we live in a very tight-knit community, and for people to,
here we go with
you know,
that tight-knit
push
again.
back and say these things when they know what Ocean Springs is like.
That don't even make sense then, bro. If y'all live in a tight-knit community, then ain't nobody bothering you. Ain't nobody bothering you in your tight-knit community. Stop the lies.
It's really hard. And
It's really
I mean,
hard.
I haven't had many personal encounters, but I know being around the guys and stuff like that, they have, so.
And Ed, as an attorney that's representing these boys, I mean, what does that make you feel like? You know, do you feel like you got a good case here, or, you know, what's your perspective in that? Because, you know, people are online and obviously they know who you are. Obviously they know you represented Donald Trump in some pretty high profile cases. And so now that you've joined, or at least now you work for the young men here, you hear them say things like they've been accosted, they've been, you know, threatened online. Does that make your case a greater case, or how do you work within what's happening to these young men?
Yeah, that, first of all, let me answer that, Tatum. Hell no, that don't make their case no better case. That make them look like little whiny little biatches just trying to steal the spotlight. I don't know why they think what they think they doing. Oh, it's hard in my tight community. We scared somebody might see us. Boy, if you don't shut up. I told y'all these was dweebs. I told you. Dwizzies. Straight dweebertons.
Well, unfortunately, I wish there was no case. I wish this hadn't happened. But unfortunately, because these things did happen, there is a case, and now there's multiple cases. And I'm gonna tell you something. If you're out there and you lied about these guys, you lied about my guys, you lied about Tyler's guys here, if you lied about Morgan, if you lied about Jax, if you lied about Warren, we're gonna get you. And
We're gonna get you. Oh my God. You better be shaking in your boots, because we're gonna get you. Shut up. They put out a whole page full of like 89 creators. Y'all ain't even got enough money to go get with all of them. Shut up. And the case got to be resolved first for us to even determine if anybody's lying. So all these idle threats that you making, cuz, he ain't finna tell y'all that. The case got to be the case got to be resolved. All the facts got to come out to see who doing what. Sounds like they trying to throw somebody under the bus. Because do you notice that a certain group is being together and then a certain somebody else is being talked about all separately? Bart. But they finna get to it all in this. They got the call and all. Come on, let's get to it.
be hauled into court, you're gonna be held accountable, and it's gonna be very painful. And what I would say to the people who have done that is, now's your chance. If you want to apologize and retract before you find yourself in court, you should probably do that now.
Ain't no apologize.
Because if you don't do that, once you're in court, now you just can't leave. You won't be able to get out of it. And we're not going to name names because there's some other folks who are doing that, and we want to be better than that. And I want to emphasize this, right? We're not here to guess. We're not here to speculate. We're only going to deal in facts. Right? And here's the most important thing, right? We don't know how Nolan Wells died. No one here is saying we know. But what we do know is Morgan, Jax, and Warren had nothing whatsoever to do with Nolan Wells' death. And that's what's important. And unfortunately, because there are people who want to divide a town and come in from the outside
Hold on, let me bring
and tell
that
people
back.
what we do know is, yes, we're not here to speculate. We're only going to deal in facts.
Okay.
Right? And here's the most important thing, right?
What's the most?
We don't know how Nolan Wells died.
Okay.
No one here is saying we know. But what we do know is Morgan, Jax, and Warren had nothing whatsoever to do with Nolan Wells' death.
That is very telling. Did y'all hear what he said? Did you hear what he said? That was a lot of double speak right there. Did you get that? Because words really matter. Did y'all get what he said? Let me play that again. Did you pick up on it?
Speculate. We're only going to deal in facts.
Okay.
Right? And here's the most important thing.
The most important thing.
We don't know how Nolan Wells died.
Right.
No one here is saying we know. But what we do know is,
first of all, nobody said nobody said y'all know who he died. They said he died around y'all in suspicious circumstances. So they basically just kind of admitting that they know how Nolan Wells died. And they saying they ain't the ones that did it, but they don't know nothing. Because anybody could say, truthfully, you don't know how Nolan Wells died, because he could have died from this, that, and the third. Like, you could speculate from what he actually died from, but truly they don't know. The autopsy ain't came out yet, and this, that, and the third.
Morgan, Jax, and Warren had nothing whatsoever to do with Nolan Wells' death. And that's what's important. And unfortunately, because there are people who want to divide a town and come in from the outside and tell people what to think and pit neighbor against neighbor, it compounds the tragedy.
Wait a minute. Who is this fool over here? Willie Reed. Willie, nigga, this what I do, cuz. I stopped the video and I talk, nigga. If you don't like that shit, you can ride out, man. What you talking about? This what I do. The hell? What's wrong with you? Boy? This is my podcast. Cuz? What's wrong with this boy? Yeah. And ain't nobody worried about nobody suing nobody. This ain't nothing but a big old smoke screen. I keep seeing, they're gonna sue you guys. They're gonna get you guys. They're gonna sue you. Y'all are tripping. Nobody care. This video, this looks guilty. Everything they're doing right now looks guilty. Cayenne, the pepper lady, what's up? Breeze, I see you in here. This looks guilty right here, what they're doing. When we talk about guilt, all of this stuff looks guilty. Going to sit down with Officer Tatum looks guilty.
Nothing whatsoever to do with Nolan Wells' death. And that's what's important. And unfortunately, because there are people who want to divide a town and come in from the outside and tell people what to think and pit neighbor against neighbor, it compounds the tragedy. It magnifies the tragedy.
So let me get this straight. The people from out of town is the ones that came through to pit neighbor against neighbor, not the ones that went on a trip and came back and left their homeboy there. Not them ones. Oh no, they didn't do nothing. It was that pesky Al Sharpton and Ben Crump, huh? What? We would have got away with it too if it wasn't for that pesky Al Sharp and that pesky Ben Crump.
And I just want to say this. Here's why it's an even bigger tragedy. Because my friends here, Morgan, Jax, and Warren, these guys are not just the finest that Ocean Springs has to offer, finest that Mississippi has to offer. These are the finest young men that America has to offer. They're, really great people. And Tyler Tyler actually taught me good Ocean Springs people. That was one of the first things I heard when I got here. So I'll just say that they're good Ocean Springs people.
Sorry to interrupt. I know you're enjoying this incredible interview. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button and also join our membership program. Let's get back to the interview. And how confident are you? Because you just met these young men more recently. And are you confident that these young men had nothing to do with it?
Confidence not a strong enough word. In fact, beyond a reasonable doubt is not strong enough. There's a 0% chance that they did anything wrong. So this is not 90%, it's not 99%, it's not 99.9999. There's no decimals, there's no anything. It's 100%, 100.000%, nothing. They did nothing wrong, and that's the problem for our opponents here, who have ruined their lives, dragged them through the mud, and attacked them. You don't get to lie. We have a First Amendment, we love our First Amendment, but you don't get to lie and hurt people. You wanna lie and it doesn't hurt people? Fine. You lie and you hurt people, that's why we have defamation. And that's what this is about. So I just wanna emphasize this in the strongest possible terms. Zero wrongdoing, completely innocent, totally innocent. And categorically innocent.
And you guys have had experiences with either people threatening you online. I know that, Warren, we talked about this before, and we talked a little, or at least spoke a little bit about when you go out, you guys are getting accosted by people. Can you give us an example of, or at least tell the audience an example of an incident where you guys may have been accosted? Or what does that look like when you go out? People threaten you with weapons, or people trying to physically harm you, or people having to be restrained? What kind of engagement is happening when you guys go out?
We went to a restaurant, a couple of buddies of mine, and when we were, I wouldn't say threatening with weapons or anything, but I felt, and I know my friends felt, threat for our lives. I mean, I don't think there was like a fear factor, but at the same time, like it's awkward in public, like I stated, like when we have to talk about these things. But we went to a restaurant and someone came up to me and was like, "Is this you?" And I was kind of like shaken up about it. Well, at first she asked like my name and like all these questions, and I was like, okay, whatever, she's just coming up to talk. Well, then she came up to me again and showed me our first interview and was like, "Are you sure this isn't you?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, that's me, like obviously." And she kind of just, I looked at my buddy and I was like, "Yeah, we're leaving, like close everything out, like we're going." And I left, and there was an altercation after I left with some of my buddies that weren't involved in this at all. And they told my friends that they were gonna kill them and they wanted to fight and all this like crazy stuff. I mean, I wasn't there, but my friends told me this, that,
hey man, he must don't understand that this don't make it no better for you leading him to the lynching, allegedly. Okay, like, come on, fam, this is crazy right here.
What the people were saying to them was like totally just crazy. Like, I mean, there was people like that were, outside of this telling us like, "Hey, you need to leave before something happens, because I know what could go down right now. And like, I know that these people are crazy." So, I mean, we all felt, we were kind of shaken up about that. It was weird because it was our first encounter as a group. And I think it's also like just crazy that people will like look at you in the eye and tell you they'll kill you because they believe you killed your best friend and you have nothing to do with it.
Ain't nobody.
And Morgan and Jackson, were you guys there?
Yes, we were there.
I was there.
I didn't hear the part where they said they were gonna kill him and stuff, but I did hear whenever she came up to him originally, she was like, "Hey, you have like TikTok or anything like that? Your face looks really familiar." And he was like, "No, I don't have TikTok, anything like that." And she was like, "Oh, okay," and then walked off, and then came back with, like you said, the first interview, on her phone and showing him. She's like, "So this isn't you. Either you have a doppelganger or this is you." And he was like, "Well, yeah, that's me." And then we got the check and we bounced, and we were waiting outside for everybody else to get out of there. And while we're waiting outside is whenever some of our other buddies that aren't even on social media that we were just there with was getting told that other people were going to kill them and all that kind of stuff.
So how did that make you guys feel when you? I mean, did you think they were serious? Did you think it was just people trying to make a name for themselves by confronting you in front of others? Like, what was your take on that, Morgan?
I think it was just like I was in the general area of where one of our buddies was, where this altercation happened, and I actually got into a conversation with a fellow next to me that wasn't even involved, and he told me straight up, he was like, if I was y'all right now, I would leave before y'all get hurt. Y'all need to leave right now. I'm just watching out for y'all and making sure y'all are safe. And I mean, I wouldn't say that those people would have physically done something in that moment, but I think they were playing like almost like a mental game, like just to get into your head and just almost like make yourself like just think these things that obviously are not true.
If you can go back to the very beginning of this, how do you think this should have played out? Because I always question in my mind that when I go back, I look at what happened, I look at the initial stories with Nolan, and you guys knew him, right? I didn't know him. I know none of you guys. I just had a chance to meet you guys more recently. But how do you think this should have gone? If you could control the environment, Nolan is found deceased. How do you guys think that this should have been put out to the world?
So first off, I wish that none of this would ever happen. I wish Nolan could still be here with us today. And I wish that, like I said, none of this would ever happen. Like I wish that all this could be erased and Nolan could be here tomorrow. I mean, that's more than anything. But other than that, I feel like his mom blasting us on social media from the get-go, saying that he was out there with Warren and another guy. That's where it first started to take off. And then also the fact that she posted a picture of me and Morgan and another guy and Nolan on the boat together, blasting that out there, pushing this narrative, kind of, I guess. I wish that would have never happened either. And I don't think those would have never happened, a lot of this stuff wouldn't have been as viral or gone all over the country at this point. I mean, this is...
You know how that would have never happened? I'm not even... Let me let him talk, because that's crazy.
The countrywide news story that is just blown out of proportion, and the fact that it was our best friend and it's not what people are saying it is what hurts the most. I mean,
It hurts
that was
the most.
our brother. I mean, straight up. That's what I told his dad the night that he came over to my house. He was like, blah, blah, saying something. I was like, dude, that was my brother. Like, and you know that. He knows that. We were picking him up every single day. He never drove. I can't tell you how many times I pulled up in his driveway and picked him up. And it wasn't him asking. It was just because that's what we did. We just picked up Nolan all the time. That's how we, came about to all the stuff that we were going to. We'd go and pick him up. That's how much we like to be around him.
What's that like your little pet Nolan? Like your little tag along Nolan? They constantly othering Nolan. I just want y'all to know that. Jeez Louise.
Do stuff like that all the time,
Well, first off, like I wish we would have never, like I think about this every day. Like I wish we would have never went out on the 4th of July, because I know this wouldn't have happened. Nolan wouldn't be gone, and like it's really hard to think about, because it's like I wish I would have done this different, or I wish I would have done that different, because now one of my brothers passed away. But I think from the beginning, I'm glad that I called the Coast Guard, and I'm glad that we came together as a group, even from the first day when people started texting us things, saying, crazy things. But I wish it wouldn't have been reported as some type of race thing. I think it's really bad that people are pushing the narrative, oh, this is a race.
So I guess we wasn't supposed to say all white people went on boats with a black guy and the black guy didn't come back. We wasn't supposed to say that. The obvious. The hell? What is this dude talking about? These are some little snowflake ass little dweebs. Oh, tenders. Chicken tenders.
Race thing. Well, obviously it's not. I mean, this is like a brother to us. I mean, Nolan's no different than anyone else in our group. And I just wish this wasn't pushed on the media as, oh, this is a bunch of white guys that killed a black guy, or this is, you know, like in the beginning it was like 4 guys went to a stranded island and dumped Nolan at the island and just left him there.
That's exactly what y'all did and said. You said you trying to get him from Cradle and Katie, which didn't even make no sense because you said the last time you seen him was 3 p.m. But he was cradling Katie. Remember that? Remember the cradle? This is sickening. And all of y'all that is taking up for these clowns, y'all are sick too. We wouldn't know how sick people are in America if y'all didn't come pop up in our chat with y'all little black people obsession. Look at y'all coming over here to get your little fix. See, they better than me in the chat. I'll just ignore your ass. Y'all sound stupid. Y'all need to quit it. For real, for real. I would just ignore them if I was y'all. You know, if nobody responded to them, they would just die out. Except for the ones that's working, and I can tell the ones that's working. Let me get through this interview because I got some flames for y'all. I feel a little roasting session coming on.
Like, even from the beginning, it was just like this thing, and no one had facts, and they were just pushing this horrible narrative, all lies about everyone, and it's sick. So I wish that would have been completely different. I'm glad I called the Coast Guard. I'm glad I made the first contact within all of this. I'm glad I was the first one that called Christine Wells that night and told her that we haven't heard from her son. And I'm glad that I did all of that, but I hate the way this has been perceived by the media and portrayed. This has like been absolutely horrible with the way and the things that they've said to us and done. But other than that, I mean, there's not much I would change from my point of view and my friend's point of view. I think we did everything right, and I know we did nothing wrong.
I also want to say, I think it's so criminal that they took something so anti-racist and flipped it into something super racist. Like they took, this is the definition of anti-racism. I mean, that we did not look at Nolan any different than I looked at him, or even you. You know, this is literally our brother. I mean, like we stated, we did not treat him any different. We didn't treat Trayson any different. We don't treat Trayson any different. And they just flipped it. And I just think that is so wild that they're pushing this thing that they're saying, oh, they want to end racism and all this stuff. Well, they're the one pushing it. They're pushing the racism. And I just think that's kind of crazy.
Morgan, what's your thoughts on this? How does it affect you?
I mean, first I want to say,
y'all some little snowflake ass dweebs. It's about the racism. The racism. Y'all a bunch of crybaby victims. Crybaby victims. Look, all over here in the chat. Blacks. You know what? I'm sick of y'all. Let's get it started. Come on, I'm sick of them. Let's get that roll call going because I'm sick of them. If you new here, I need you to put that city and state where you come from right now. Get them out of here. 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 We got Baltimore up here. Hey, get them out of here. We got Trentwood, Ohio. We got Vancouver, Washington. Hey, we got the Deep South. We got Louisville, Kentucky, Philadelphia, Philly, Wilmington, Ohio. Oh no, get them out of here. North Carolina in here. The Bay up in here. Get him out of here. Atlanta, Georgia up in here. Hey. Niagara Falls, New York up in here. Brooklyn up in here. Hey. Saginaw, Michigan. Chirac. Erie, PA. Newark, New Jersey. Jackson, Mississippi. Hey. Pittsburgh, PA. Baltimore. Hey. Nebraska. Austin. Philly all day, the Midwest. What you talking about? Cali came through. Venice to be exact. We got the D up in here. What up, though? Orlando. Hey, Bama in this jump. New Orleans, 7 Ward, Derby. Columbia, South Carolina, DC, West Coast. We got Ohio up in here. We got Houston up in here. Arizona up in here. Portland up in here. Columbus, Austin, Texas. DC, Westland, Michigan. Hey! Nashville. Hey! Puerto Rico. Oh! Rest in peace, Nolan Wells. Free Carmelo. The Yay area up in here. Western Michigan up in here. Flint, Michigan up in here. Southern Illinois up in here. Hey! Club City. Hey! Come on. Yep. Yeah. We dropped a couple hundred. They can't stand that black unity. I love it though. I love the black unity. Omaha, Nebraska up in here off of Ames, kicking it real tough. We got Oklahoma up in here still. Yeah. Y'all don't like that. Tacoma, Washington. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. Justice for Nolan and all that. Yeah, free Carmelo and all that. Huh? How you feel about that? That black unitaz. Ha ha. Yeah. How you feel about it? Huh? How you feel about it? Yeah. Now we can finish listening to these little dweebs. Chicago in there bit for sure. For shizzy. All the time. You see what I'm saying? Now let's hit these little dweebs out. And if we need to Florida up in here, if we need to flush them out, we'll flush them out again. Right. Look, they mad about it. It's not unity, it's racism. You little buster. You're a buster. Not the Netherlands up in this joint. I think I had seen China up in here. I seen a couple spots. If I missed your spot, man, my bad. You know what I mean? Here we go. Let's listen to these dweebs. Oh, hold up. This finna make them mad. Hold up. I'm finna make them leave. This is how I'm finna make them leave. Let's do a devil party. This'll make them leave. Oh, I'm sure this'll get them. They hate this song. They hate the devil song. Is that y'all boy Warren right there? The one doing the interview? Is that him looking like a devil? Is this why y'all mad? Is that his mom, Ashley Cole, looking like the devil that she is? Ooh, they mad. Is that your sacred boy Bart, looking like the devil that he is? Hold on. Is that your boy Tatum? Is that your boy Race Batum Tatum, looking like the devil collaborator that he is? Worst Black Man of 2026 award. Is that him? Huh? Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait, is that the boy Tristan? Tristan Shepard? Is he a devil too? Y'all also devil. Is that the DA? Is that the district attorney? The one that doesn't want to release the autopsy? She a devil too. Yeah. Is that Tate Reeves, the Mississippi governor that came out of his foul mouth and said no foul play right off the bat without having no facts? Huh? Yeah, that's your people right there. You devils. That's what you is. Look, is that the Mississippi chief medical examiner? He a devil too. Guess who else a devil? The coroner. Where that throat at, bruh? Huh? Where that throat at? Where that throat at, bruh? Can we get the throat? Nah, cause y'all some devils. I ain't done. Look, them other dudes that's sitting there. Let's start with the one little dude. Hold up. Can't pass up the sheriff. Sheriff Ledworser. He a devil too. Are you noticing a pattern here? Are you noticing a pattern? The kind of people that's devils. Are you noticing a pattern? Huh? It's a pattern. Look at that. Look at that little dweeb sitting. Morgan. Little dweeb ass sitting on the couch. Look at him. And guess what it say under that? They know what happened to Nolan Wells. They know. Because they devils. Jax, look at his little goofy self sitting on the couch. Huh? He know. Jax know what happened to Nolan Wells. They some devils. Right? Wyatt. He ain't on the panel, but he know what happened to Bad Suit Wyatt. Bluebell County Bail Suit Wyatt. I won second place in cow udder flipping Wyatt suit. What you talking about? Dweebs. Eric. Pizza face, crater face, dweeb. You see that? How y'all feel about that? Does that make you feel some type of way? Ooh, guess who I got? Is that your queen? Is that Katie? Is that your queen? Is that your snow queen? Is that Queen Snow Roach? Huh? Is that the Flower Ranger right there? Huh? Huh? Is that y'all boo? Is that the apple of y'all eye? Huh? The lure to all of this? Huh? Yeah, I'm just as sick as they are. I'm just as sick as they are. Yeah. How does that feel? You stick around for that abuse? Huh? I got some more abuse for y'all if y'all want. Seems like y'all sadomasochists. Y'all like being smacked around and abused. You done found the wrong damn channel, fam. Huh? Huh? Got your boy, too. He just got out of jail. But he a devil. He was in there getting smacked around. Your boy was getting smacked around in jail, huh? 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 Ain't that y'all man's? He a devil, too. And if you taking up for him, you a devil too. Ain't that your man? That's your boy? That's your boy. Yeah. Got your boy too, didn't I? Got him. Got him. Got him. How you feel about that? Huh? Ooh. That don't feel too good, do it? All y'all little idols is devils, huh? Huh? What about your boy that tried to do the little march? Oh, let's not forget about the medical examiner that's been calling all the black deaths suicide. She a hot, flaming, fire-breathing devil. Let's not forget about her. The reason why we needed a second autopsy. That devil. What about her? Huh? Yeah, what about her? Huh? We can't forget about her. Oh no. Huh? What about the public commission talking about y'all making too many speculations on Nolan Wells? What? Speculations? Huh? Hold up. Oh, hold up. That's y'all head Super Saiyan Devil in Chief right there. The one that just gave the money to old girl. Is that y'all man's right there? Is that y'all man's right there? Huh? You better not say nothing about my daddy. Is that your man's right there is what I'm asking. Huh? They all can get it. What you talking about? What you talking about, huh? Is that your man's? That was paying off the girls for the touchy fit? Is that your man's? Oh, okay. That's your man's. Right there. I got him too. They all can get it. What about your boy? Oh, Chow catches strays too. Let's not forget about Chow. He catches strays too. The other ones I'm skipping is just how y'all be touchy-feely. But I want to go to one of y'all other little saviors. Your boy that's called himself doing the little rally. The boy that called himself doing the little rally. What's his name? Hold on. What's your boy that called himself doing the little rally? Hey, go shout out to J Live on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Go follow me. You know what I'm saying? Because I got the heat. You know what I'm saying? Giving them people to work. The beeswax. You know what I'm saying? I can just click on a random joint. What are they?
You're some damn devils.
It ain't no other way. Ain't no other way. Look, y'all got your police officers touching and feeling on shorties and stuff. Come about my live. Listen here, man. Listen here, man. You know what I'm going to need y'all to do? I'm going to need y'all to come about my live, and I'm going to need y'all to go stop stop touching them kids live. When y'all going to go do that? Huh? When y'all going to go tackle the scourge in your community? When is you going to stop them grown men's uncles and nephews from touching them cheering in your community? Do y'all want to talk about that? Since y'all got all the chatter and all the talk, since y'all got all the y'all want to talk about that? Let's talk about that. We will stop it all right now, and we can talk about what we need to do to get these uncles, brothers, and cousins and nephews from, just like the boy. Did y'all make a space about the boy that just went on the cruise and waxed his stepsister because she didn't want to give him none, and then the judge let him go home? I need to hear about that. This is what I'm talking about. I need to hear about that. Let's talk about that. Yeah, I feel like switching programs. I feel that's what I want to do. Boy on the cruise, what on the cruise that unalived his sister? Yeah, let's talk about that. Yeah. Since y'all want to do deep dives and all of that, huh? Let's talk about that. Yeah, let's hear about that. If y'all didn't know, let's hear about that. Let's go ahead and cover that one. They remain in the custody of a family member while he awaits trial. What did she say? Lord help me. I think I didn't hear what I thought. What she say? Oh my God. Are y'all making a space about this? Is this the subject of your conversation? I'm just saying. I just want to know. Let's listen to how this went down. Let's get the grueling details on this. Damn, who is that? Is that Timothy? Not little Tim. Not little Tim. Y'all starting them off young, huh? Is we gonna talk about what these single mothers is out here raising? Huh? Where his daddy at? Huh? Where is the guidance in his life? Who chopping it up with him, showing him the right way? Who said that was cool? Where he get an idea like that from? Your stepsister, fam? On the family cruise? Huh? You're supposed to be having fun on the cruise. You're supposed to be in the cha-cha line on the cruise. Huh? Your boy's taking his sister out the box, stepsister at that. So if he'd do this to his stepsister, what you think they'd do to Nolan? Huh? A federal judge decided not to what? What is that white on white crime right there? What? And family side and family annihilation? What's that? Y'all gonna sit up here in my chat and y'all ain't gonna get on these dudes' back about doing this to little Lily Snow White right here? That looks like a wholesome little white girl. Y'all not holding it. Y'all not holding a space about this. We over here tackling our issues. We over here working out about our issues. We over here powwowing about our issues. What y'all doing? What y'all doing? Huh? I think your priorities are in the wrong place. Mm-hmm. That's what I think. I think all that tickety typing and all of that and all of that and all of that. Y'all should have a YouTube live right now with this on the screen expressing what y'all need to do to raise better young men in y'all community. That's what you need to be doing. That's what you need to be doing. You need to be wondering why a judge would see fit to let this go back out in society, but Carmelo got 35,000 years? Come on now. Is this a part of y'all culture? Is it a part of y'all culture to turn the other cheek, to look the other way, to let the touching be touching? Is y'all the real quiet on the creek? Is that y'all? Is that y'all? I just want to know. I just want to know. Is that y'all? Is that y'all? What kind of judge? I bet you I know what kind of judge it was. I bet you it was a white male judge. I bet that. Bet a white male judge let a little white male boy go free and go home with his mama after taking his sister out for not giving him no cooch. Explain it to me, y'all. I don't want to see you type nothing else till y'all like explain this. Explain it. Explain it. Explain it. Come on now. I seen all the ticketies over there. Ain't nobody got nothing to say about this. Ain't nobody got nothing to say about this. Huh? What? Hold on, let's finish it out. Oh, don't sound like y'all bringing the hammer down on him and he at the crib. Oh, he gonna be charged under the door. This boy gonna get probation. and live to do it again. What happened? Unusual. Unusual. They refuse to even demonize this man on y'all media, on y'all YT media. This why y'all keep doing it. This why it keep happening. That's why. That's why it keep happening. That's why. Because y'all can't even call a spade a spade. You can't even call a monster a monster. That dude is the definition of devil spawn. But y'all can't say that. Oh no. He was a good youth. He did gymnastics. He was a part of the youth basketball league at church. He killed her because she didn't want to give him no coochie moving forward. Period, point blank. Period, point blankersfield. Hold on, let's bring it back from the beginning so everybody knows. What? Remain in the how do you kill your sister? And then you get to go home and eat Fruit Loops and shit. What's wrong with these folks, y'all? What's wrong with these folks, y'all? Ain't no sound? Hold on. All right, hold on. Ain't no sound. Wait a minute. Because I'm just saying, what's wrong with these folks? Wait a minute. I'm gonna get you some sound. The sound is gonna come through. Just give me a hot second. Because what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, hold on. Because I need y'all to I need y'all to hear. I need y'all to hear this. Yep. Just hold on. Just I'm gonna take it slow. Yeah. Get them likes up and all of that, and subscribe and all of that. You know what I'm saying? But hold on.
As an adult.
Yeah, we got some sound now. We got some sound now. Now listen to this, y'all. Listen.
A teenage boy accused of killing his stepsister on a cruise ship will remain in the custody of a family member as he awaits trial.
16-year-old Timothy Hudson left federal.
What did she say, y'all? Did you hear it that time? Was that loud and clear for ya? Huh? Did you hear that?
A teenage boy accused of killing his stepsister on a cruise ship will remain in the custody of a family member as he awaits trial.
How does that happen? How does that happen? In what world? In what world does such things happen? Are y'all kidding me? But they over here in my space with the tickety tax though. Did you hear me?
A teenage boy accused of killing his stepsister on a cruise ship will remain in the custody of a family member as he awaits trial.
16-year-old Timothy Hudson left federal court earlier in Miami after a federal judge decided not to send him to jail. Hudson,
a federal judge, decided that the guy who murked his stepsister
has pleaded not guilty to charges of aggravated sexual abuse and first-degree murder in the death of his 18-year-old stepsister, Anna Kepner. He was.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Just come on, man. But they want to be all over here in my space talking. This is a problem, y'all. A problem.
Was initially arrested and charged as a juvenile, but will now be tried as an adult.
Let's bring in NBC News correspondent George Solis. George, Anna was killed last November while she was on a cruise vacation with her family. We covered the story then. Remind us what we know about this case and what happened in court today.
Yeah, Cadence and Clay, this was a very unusual case, if you will.
Unusual? Unusual. Couldn't find any other words other than unusual. This is your damn problem. This your problem right there. Because y'all coddle and y'all love and hug and rub little Timmies. That kills stuff. That's the problem. That's it.
Well, in terms of some of the details, especially since this was initially tried, Timothy Hudson was initially tried as a juvenile, then this moved into adult court, essentially, and the judge making note that this is unusual because, again, in these cases, you don't really see minors being prosecuted in federal court, but because this happened in international waters, this is sort of where it landed. And in short today, the judge saying he really wants to look at this a little bit more closely before making any final determination.
How much closer do you have to look at it? He needs to get the judge needs a closer look at dude knocking his sister off because she didn't want to give him some coochie on the family cruise. It don't even matter how he killed her at this point, Kim. It don't even matter. But they want to be over here and talk about this.
Considering that this is all taking place in South Florida, he was currently remanded in custody with his uncle and his wife in Central Florida. And you see the charges there. He's facing first-degree murder, aggravated sex abuse charges. Some of the details in court today, almost too graphic to say out loud. But right now, it seems like the judge is going to allow him to stay under that monitoring with his family while...
What? The details in court was so graphic that you can't say them out loud. But you know what? Go home and play some Xbox. Call of Duty is awaiting. Man. Right. The uncle he was staying with probably did it to him, allegedly. For sure. Wow. My man's on the family cruise. And guess what kind of cruise it was, y'all? I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was a Carnival Joan.
While he appoints U.S. Marshals to see, again, if there is a facility somewhere in Central Florida that Timothy Hudson could stay before this eventually goes to trial, guys.
And to that end, when are we expecting this trial to begin, and what are the next steps in this legal process?
Yeah, so right now, again, he'll be under monitoring with his family, and the judge really didn't let it be known whether or not when this case might be presented before him again. I think it really depends now at this point if they're able to find that facility. The judge noting that, and the defense really noting that he's already been in their custody and that nothing has happened. But again, prosecutors here from the government making it clear that based on some of the information and what they've learned here, they do believe he is a flight risk and a serious threat to some of the people around him. The judge...
He must not be that much of a risk if he at the crib. He at the crib. Are you serious? What? This y'all folks, man. This is y'all people. I don't never want to hear nothing about that per capita. Hey, listen, let me tell y'all something right now. Black people in the sound of my voice. Give me all the laziness. Give me all the DEI. Give me all the welfare. Give me what else they say? The Jordans, the fried chicken, the watermelon. Give it all to me. Guess what we ain't doing? That. Guess what we ain't doing though? This. Chicago, whatever. Okay. Guess what we ain't doing though? This. This ain't happening. No, it's not a culture of touchy-feely on this side, bro. We don't coddle and let touchy-feelyers go to the crib, sir. Huh? Give me all that. You all invested to you. Come on now. Yeah, but y'all over here in my chat though, and these is the things that are going down in your community, in your whole community, and y'all oblivious. Y'all got time to type and chat and this, that, and that all up in my thing, up in my thing. That's your problem. Your priorities is messed up there. You should have VIP when you VOP, boy. That's your problem.
Did not see it that way at this point. So there's still so many more questions here. And quickly of note here, the judge was presented with some new timeline details about what happened, saying based on some of the information they learned, this all took place within about 2 hours, and there may have even been another person involved in the death of.
No. And can you guess what color this other person that might have been involved was? Hello? Is this thing on? Yeah. Can you guess? Why y'all folks doing this? That's what I'm asking. Why is y'all folks doing this? What is these mothers out here teaching these children to make them be like this? Where's Kevin Bacon when you need him? I need Billy Bob Thornton to step up to the plate right now. Tom Hanks. Keanu Reeves. Huh? Where's the leaders in the community to speak out about this? Huh? John Travolta? Huh? Where they at? Because obviously the common people like y'all don't give a damn. Kevin Bacon? Yeah. Miley Cyrus? We calling out. Jennifer Anderson? Aniston, whatever her name is. Pamela Anderson Lee? I mean, what do we got to do? Do we need a male We Are the World? That's what we need. We need a male We Are the World. We need all the male to come together in harmony. Y'all need to sing a song or something about this. This is ridiculous. We all in the same jar? Y'all need to do something. Expiration. We headed for expiration. What's that I'm saying? When is the white gonna unite? and get rid of this scourge in y'all community. The hell? Yeah, they get scared like they are little snow roaches scattered. They sure do. As soon as I start getting on their ass, ain't seen none of that type of no more. Except for the workers, except for the ones that's working. So if y'all new here, we got workers. We got patented workers that just come through and they got to talk and be in the chat and be seen. It's Kevin Spacey. Somebody. That's what I'm saying. Like, we need the leaders in their community. Gary Busey, nigga. The hell? That's just a funny name. Gary Busey, nigga. Sheesh. Y'all need to come out with a song immediately. The hell's wrong with y'all? These niggas is tripping. Now I was trying to listen. Yeah, you got to be a certain age to know We Are the World. If you know about We Are the World, then you know. Or self-destruction. We had it for self-destruction. So you got to be a certain age for some of the jokes that I say. I'm a little older. Yeah, man. All right, hold on, man. You know what? There was a few more minutes of those little crybaby sissies on that little interview. That's what the video is about. Let's go ahead, give them the little 7 minutes out because I wanted to hear kind of what kind of incriminating information that they were gonna say, and plus they was just, but we had to get them on about it. Hold on, y'all. Let's hear what he had to say. Let's get it in.
Let them release statements, and then, I mean, the media is obviously going to see that and then do whatever they do. But that's what I mean. I trust the local officials.
Ed, with what has transpired, how does that dictate your response? Because you have a 30,000 foot view of all of this stuff, right? You see the way that it could have went, and you see that there's people that instigated the narrative that's out there now. And as a defamation attorney, how does this navigate your tactics?
Sure, and I want to be clear about something tonight. I'm not going to give any particular person any more oxygen than they may have already sucked up. But I will say this. What's been said about Morgan, Jax, and Warren, I'm not going to call them untruths or half-truths or falsehoods. I'm going to call it what it is, lies. So the first thing that's really important here is we're dealing with lies and liars. We're dealing with profiteers. We're dealing with hustlers.
Hustlers?
And one thing that I've seen since I got here is that Ocean Springs, Mississippi, is a really beautiful place. And the region is very beautiful. It's one of the most beautiful places in the country. And there is just no question. The death of Nolan Wells is a horrendous tragedy. But for the tragedy to then be magnified after his death for no reason other than profit is a disgrace, or what we would call a shanda. And I had the opportunity to go to Horn Island today with Tyler and Warren and Jax. And a lot of people who have been sucking up way more oxygen than they're entitled to have not been to the island. I'm willing to bet that a lot of the hustlers and profiteers and liars have not been to that island. And you have to go to that island.
We don't got to go to the island and know some ain't right. Man, what are you talking about? This is this is starting to make me sick because these little little whiny wine babies.
And being at the island today was revelatory. It was really illuminating. It's a very dynamic marine environment, first of all. But when you go to the island, you see instantly that what some people want to be true, what they wish to be true, they're trying to wish it to be true. They're trying to make it true through their lies. It's actually not possible. It is a very, very long and narrow barrier island. It's basically very low sand dunes. And in the particular part of the island that we're dealing with, there are no trees. There's hardly any foliage, hardly any tree cover, hardly any plants, and it's wide open. And on July 4th, there were thousands of people there. There is no possible way that anybody could have committed a murder in broad daylight on a barren, windswept island that is narrow and was just swamped with people that day in broad daylight. It's just not possible given the natural environment there. And that leads me to the next point, which is this. Once you know what the timeline is, when you combine the timeline with the actual dynamics of the island itself, all of the lies completely unravel because it isn't possible, and here's why. Morgan, Warren, and Jax left the island at about 4:30 p.m. That's it. They were gone. That is not open for debate. So that's
But that's also when right before y'all was leaving, he said that he saw Nolan cradling Katie.
a fact. They were gone. And at that time, Nolan Wells was still alive. Now, I'm not going to name them out of respect for their privacy, but just as one example, there are two very fine, upstanding members of the Ocean Springs community who saw Nolan Wells at about 10 minutes to 6 p.m. So about an hour and a half after these fine young men had left the island, they were gone, departed. Nolan Wells was alive. And these two witnesses, two very reliable, very credible, and very upstanding members of the community, they saw Nolan. And they've known Nolan for years. There's no chance that they made a mistake. And by the way, this can be corroborated through other evidence, other eyewitness accounts. And that's the end of it right there. That's before we get into everything else about the situation.
And when I look at this, I feel like there's levels of defamation and areas of defamation. And I'm not going to speak on your behalf because this is y'all's story to tell, your story to litigate. But
well, you've been speaking
which
on their
areas
behalf
are the most
whole
egregious
time.
that you are going to go after, or that you guys think also are areas where people have taken this situation and clearly lied to the public? One being the phone call. What is your thoughts on that phone call to Cito? Some people have gone out and done enhancements to the audio, and in doing that, created a transcript manually. It doesn't appear that the transcript was derived from an automated system or have any, in my opinion, real integrity with it. What are your thoughts, first, you guys, on the audio, and then I'll get to you, Ed, on could that be a defamatory area?
This is finna end, but wait a minute. I got the answer to that question. They put out another little clip, I guess, alluding to the video that is to come. So hold on real quick. I got the answer to that particular question because I've been scouring already, y'all. Hold on real quick. Yeah, this the answer.
On that phone call to Cito, some people have gone out and done enhancements to the audio, and in doing that, created a transcript manually. It doesn't appear that the transcript was derived from an automated system or have any, in my opinion, real integrity with it. So what do you guys think about that audio?
Well, I can go ahead and say that as you posted that clip of all of us on the boat, you know, as it's rolling, not rolling, but right there sitting in the water, Wyatt's on the phone with Cito in that clip. I mean, he's on the phone. Wouldn't you think that you would have seen Nolan on the bottom of on the floor or something, or scrambling around, or everybody in a pot, like in a small space on the boat looking at him or something? I mean, it's just so crazy to think that, why would we call Cito if we have a dead body on the boat? I mean, why would we call the Coast Guard? You know, why would we do the things we did if we know we killed somebody?
I think people, regardless of who it is going to believe what they want to hear. If they want to believe that my friends and I had something to do with Nolan dying, then they're going to believe that regardless of what you put out. But you put out, Brandon, that a clip of the boat when Wyatt was on the phone with Cito, and it is boldly clear that Nolan was not on the boat with us. You can literally almost see down to the deck. And as you can see in that picture, everybody is completely casual while Wyatt's on the phone with Cito. Yeah, we were scrambling around trying to get the boat fixed, but the guys were, in the video, you'd see me, I'm sitting on the bow. If there was someone dying.
You know what I'm starting to get, man? I don't know. Y'all tell me if I'm tripping. But I think they trying to throw Bart under the bus. I think they trying to group up and throw Bart under the bus because you know what I'm saying, they got into it over Katie and all that, allegedly, right? I think that they try to now throw Bart under the bus, which still all in all means that they know what happened, but they trying to act like they don't know what happened.
On the boat, why would everybody just be sitting there waiting to either get towed in or in the first place, like Jack said, why would Wyatt call Cito? It's crazy. The reason we turned down Coast Guard is, why would we call Coast Guard if Cito could pull us in? But we fixed the boat and we ran into Fort Bayou, and that's it. The Cito call was completely enhanced, and these people just want to believe what they want to hear. And that's exactly what they're doing. So it's just crazy to me that people have tried to twist this and twist the audio. When we came out with the first interview, it debunked half these lies, and now you don't hear about any of it. You don't hear about the pool party because it was on June 27th. You don't hear about anything else that was mentioned. Thousands of lies. And now, the audio comes back, and all of a sudden we can hear Nolan yelling in the background, screaming, we're screaming about how he's dead. That's just a complete lie. And it's another lie to push this narrative that people don't want to turn down. It's insane to me.
First of all, with respect to Warren.
There we go. Now we hear what's got him so tight. It's that audio. It's that audio. That audio got him tight. So y'all didn't hear what y'all heard. Oh no, y'all hear what y'all want to hear. The hell? Y'all heard what y'all wants to hear. That's your problem right there. Y'all don't hear right.
If you just murdered your best friend on an island, the dumbest thing you could do would be to call the Coast Guard. To call a federal law enforcement agency and tell them, hey, can you guys go out and check out this island and look for Nolan Wells? Well, that's exactly what Warren did. Warren called the Coast Guard. And that is one of many very compelling facts. He got back and he called the Coast Guard. Does that sound like a guilty man to you? Right. Now, these are all American young men, incredible young men.
Cold words.
And they did a lot more than just that.
Right.
I won't go through all of it now, but they did a lot of heroic things after the fact. And they did the best they could. And they tried for their dear friend. All of their actions are the actions of innocent men, not guilty men.
What?
And again, they are categorically, completely, and totally innocent.
What is
So that was the end. So that's the yeah, man. This is real deep, man. Like they're standing 10 toes down on they bullshit. Like like they're standing 10 toes down. We from Mississippi, we gonna do this boy how we want to do him. And that's going to be that. And y'all just going to have to deal with it. But nope, we're not. Nowhere near it. Still going. Still on your neck piece. That's crazy, though. That's super duper crazy. All that friends. That friend been out the window. Talking about these is innocent men. Ain't nothing y'all did made y'all seem no type of nowhere near innocent. But I guess we crazy though, y'all. I mean, we don't know what we talking about. That's what it is. But see, my thing about the grand jury though, Money Mike, is the grand jury is a secret process. We know it's gonna be all white people. And if it's all white people, then you know it ain't gonna be no justice. Period, point blank. Just by how they acting right now, especially if they all white people from Mississippi. It's over. Then I want to see what's gonna happen. But I don't think Nolan family built like that. Yep, I don't think Nolan's family built like that. It'd be oh yeah, that's your point. Okay, all right, Money Mike, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think because we know what needs to happen. We know what should happen in a perfect world. But I got another video to come back with. And we doing some late night crime. We looking at some crime tonight. I got some crime for you, baby. I got some crime for you. Yeah, where my late night crime crew at? Who rocking with J Lava on the crime tip tonight? Oh yeah, we getting it in. So what time? If I hurry up and get out right now, I could get it scheduled by like 9:15, something like that. 9:15, something like that. Y'all didn't even get no notification for this one because I tried to just come right back in. I didn't wait the whole 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? It just came right back in with it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. I got some crime, baby. These busters though, man, this if y'all, let's talk turkey for a second. I keep telling y'all, man, it's the yin and the yang. This is a big yin and yang situation to the fullest. As much as we out here fighting for love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, love, life, loyalty, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, there's always going to be those that are fighting for the chaos and the destruction and the mayhem and the demon and the devil and shaitan and everything black, all of the nasty, all the everything. So they ain't taking no break, y'all. So we can't take no break either. There's all gas, no brakes over here, buddy. All gas, no brakes. That's my promise to y'all. I'm going to give it all gas, no brakes. Straight up. So yeah, we'll do the crime. For everybody new here, I hope you enjoyed tonight's program. I'm going to need you. I ain't going to hold you, but I'm going to mold you, fold you, and scold you about being on code. I got 4 words for you. I need you to go ahead and subscribe for the vibes, like for the spike in the algorithm, comment your vomit, share if you care about getting Black empowerment everywhere. Please do that on the platforms that we are on, Jones. And just to bring it all the way home, I got love, truth, peace. Love, peace. What do I got? Damn. Oh, love, peace, blessings, and aloha. I'm out the Doha for Shoha. You already know. You could do.